Okay, it's time for the new legendary of the month. It shouldn't be a fire legendary. It could also, I think Diamant is the most obvious choice, but it could be Sonic or just someone out of left field. So let's jump in and see who the new legendary is. Let me turn down the volume a little bit. I don't know why the volume on Twitter is so weird. There's no way. That's Black Knight! That's Black Knight! Wait! That's Black Knight music! Holy shit! Let's go! What sort of legacy could I have left? Wait. Ain't no fucking way! Holy shit! Yes! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god! Bro! Fire Emblem literally said, hey, Oblivion, you're spending too much money on magic cards. Come back to Faye. Fuck, man! Oh my god! Let's look at that art. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hero. Bro! Look at that art! Okay. Holy shit. Sorry guys if I screamed. I tried to push my mic as far away as possible so I wouldn't scream directly into your ears. And I also jumped back. I literally jumped out of my chair. Holy shit. I'm so hot right now. Holy fuck, I'm burning. Dude, legendary black. Dude, look at the fucking fit. Look at the. Oh my god. Oh, bro, it's Kita Senri art. Oh my god. There goes my money, bro. I had not spent any fucking money on Faye, and now all I bought was the pirate pack. But oh my god. Woo. Oh, holy shit. What sort of legacy? Bro. Okay, wait. Why is it called Pitch Dark Luna? Just call it Eclipse. It's literally Eclipse. Just call it Eclipse. Oh my god. Okay. I want to see it. We'll read it in a second. I'm too hyped to read. Distant attack defense form? What the? Counter fighter? We have another new fighter skill? Oh my god. Why is he at 1 HP? That's not... Imbue. What the hell was that? He like healed. He has like breath of life or something? Bro, he's spinning! Dude, we got Ashera and Dignicia and Sephirin. Oh, he's fighting Felix. They know what they're doing. They're watching my channel. They're like, we're gonna make Felix fight Black Knight. Is he slow? He might be slow. 70. Oh my god. He just said, "What's up, bitch?" And he just slapped it. Oh my god. He must be slow. I think he's a slow save, which is probably better. Because fast saves kind of age pretty poorly, right? He took 0 damage. Oh my god! 257! Bro! Oh my god, I can't breathe. Oh my god. I thought it was gonna be like... I thought Tibar would get me hyped. But Black Knight, holy shit, dude. Satoshi has to pull. It's not, he has to. He doesn't have a choice. Yunaka! Ooh, okay. So we have Final Sword. This has Slaying. At start player phase or enemy phase, if unit's HP is greater than 25%, grants attack and defense +6 as a visible bonus. Imbue and Reflex. So we have 2 new bonuses to unit and allies within 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn. Imbue reduces the effect of deep wounds on unit by 50% during combat and restores 40% of unit's maximum HP as unit combat begins for 1 turn. Wait, what? So this is like, it's almost like Divine Nectar in a way, right? It's not as powerful where Divine Nectar just nullifies deep wounds. And Divine Nectar is 20 HP, I believe, right? It's like a flat amount. You get flat. So it's not as good as Divine Nectar, but it's kind of like a substitute for Breath of Life. So you don't have to have Breath of Life as much, which is pretty cool. It like removes one of the supports he needs. So that's cool. Reflex reduces the damage for foes' first attack by 7 during combat. and it's brave. And unit's next attack deals damage equal total damage reduced from foes' attacks. Holy shit! Wait, what? Bro. He got damage reflection as a status effect. That's crazy. Oh my god. Oh, I'm like actually, I can't breathe. I'm like actually freaking out so hard. Damage reflection as a status effect. That's so good. That's so good. And he gives it out to his allies. So there are probably matchups now that completely swing in different directions because of damage reflection. That's nuts. That's nuts. Oh my god. Okay. If foe initiates combat or if unit's HP is greater than 25% at the start of combat, you get attack plus X to unit. You inflict attack minus X on the foe. X is 20% of unit's defense at start of combat plus 6. So it's looking at that visible defense stat. You get plus Y true damage, not with AoEs. Reduces damage from foes' attack by Y as well, excluding AoEs. Reduces damage from foes' specials by Y as well, excluding AoEs. If foes' HP is greater than or equal to 70% at start of combat, Y equals 16. Otherwise, Y equals 10. I don't know how I feel about that, because that's like very, very like it's set at an exact value. I'd rather it be a percentage of something, like percentage of an attack, percentage of defense, right? With this, I'm not a big fan of that. So it's like 16 flat DR, 16 true damage, and then you get another layer of flat DR if it's a special procs, right? And it's 16. I have to look at the math to see how much 16 is. Like, what is 20% of something compared to 16, right? And then neutralizes deep wounds during combat. Oh, okay, never mind. He neutralizes his own deep wounds, so he doesn't even care about MBU. And also when unit special triggers, neutralizes foes DR. Okay, that's pretty normal, right? No AoE. That's where I'm kind of at. Okay, Pitch Dark Luna. When special triggers, boost damage by 80% of greater of foe's speed or defense. Instead of piercing, I think I'd rather have a Luna effect. That's still really, really good, obviously. And it's a 2 cooldown special, so he'll be like proccing it really easy, right? Neutralizes effects that prevents units counterattacks. That's very, very good. So now he has NCD, and he doesn't have to rely on a Leer. So that's really good. And then reduces damage from attacks by X% during combat. X equals 50 minus current special cooldown count value times 10. But if unit special trigger during this combat, X equals 50, excluding AoEs. So it's not AoE again. And also, if unit's defense greater than foe's defense plus 5, disables unit and foe's skills that change attack priority during combat. Wow. Okay. Woo. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. So this is pretty good, right? You're getting a big damage boost. I would prefer if it was just like 80% shred, but I think that's like too strong probably. So they're like, whatever. NCD built into the special, very, very, very good. Flash effects are really strong, or they were, and a Leer showing up kind of like has put them back into their place. But you don't want to have to rely on a Leer, right? You don't want to have a Leer support all the time to have that. So having that built in is really, really strong. And then getting to neutralize, and then getting to reduce damage by X%. So this is non-pierceable damage reduction, and it's 50% typically, right? It could technically be like 30, but typically it's gonna be 50%, right? So that should be pretty easy. And then Hardy Bearing is very, very, very meta. Hardy Bearing is so much better. Like, it's so important because so many units have Desperation now or rely on Desperation, right? And so being able to have Hardy Bearing is super good. Like, it's very, very strong. So that's amazing. Distant attack defense form. Unit can counterattack, so you have distant counter. If unit is within 3 spaces of an ally, grants bonus to unit's attack and defense during combat equal number of allies within 3 spaces of unit times 3, max 9. If unit trigger save, value is treated as 9. Okay, this is fine. This is pretty good. Like, essentially, you want a new distant counter anyway, because distant counter, he can't use distant bonus doubler, right? And even if you could, there's so many lull effects and dull effects in the meta right now, you really don't want to use that anyway. So this is great. Gives you attack and defense. You don't have as many stats. They're like, if you could get a boost skill there, you'll get more HP and then attack, defense, res. So that might be better long term. That might be better, and then you give a different like distant counter seal maybe. We'll have to see. I'll have to like do the math, but that's fine. It's not like anything crazy broken, but it's decent, right? Counter Fighter. If foe initiates combat, or if unit's HP is greater than 25% at the start of combat, inflicts attack -5 on the foe, you get true damage equal to 15% of unit's attack, no AoE, and reduces damage from foe's attack by 50% of unit's attack during combat. Okay, so there's some more flat DR there. You restore 7 HP to unit when unit deals damage to foe during combat. That's pretty cool. And then also, if unit's attack can trigger unit special, grant special cooldown count -2 to unit before foe's first attack during combat. Let's go. That's perfect. This is like literally designed for Black Knight. So this means that before the foe gets their first attack off, you will have Pitch Dark Luna at full power. That's so good. That's so good. There's probably a lot of units who can actually use that. Wow. Okay, cool. I'm super down for that. And then we have Attack Defense Briar Save. And Attack Defense Briar Save, we actually haven't had since From Mortis, I believe, right? Witcher From Mortis. So this is another combination of this. What this does is it also gives another layer of flat DR. Only 5, but it's still brave, which is nice, right? Because you should be killing them. And then also you're getting even more damage reflection, right? Because your next attack will deal 40% of the foe's attack damage. So you're actually getting like multiple layers of damage reflection. So like Black Knight's gonna hit like a freaking truck. Like he's gonna hit so hard, it's gonna be insane. How well does he do against the melee nukes, right? How well does he do against Erica? How well does he do against Camilla? That's what's gonna matter a lot. And Yunaka, but not as much. So we can see the AoE here though. But it is on a green, right? This isn't like Sigurd. He does heal though. Does 0. Bro, the fire behind him. The fire behind him is so fucking dope. Woo! Woo! Oh my god, I'm actually so hyped. Oh my god. I can't even breathe. I can't even think straight. Like, oh my god. So this is the attack defense form we have available to all melee units, including dragons and beasts, which is nice. Counter fighters only available to armors. Not really a surprise there, right? That's pretty normal. Oh, here's the full art. Bro, look at that art, dude! That art is like straight up insanely cool. He's like glowing, bro. And fucking Alondite is on fire. That's so fucking cool. Oh my god. Bro, oh my god. Oh my god. This is peak. This is peak. Bro. I can't even. I'm like, actually, I can't like even think right now. I'm so hyped for this freaking unit. This unit, obviously this unit will be completely and utterly ridiculous in arena, right? Because he's a legendary. So that means he's going to score really well in arena. He's going to be a far save in arena, so he'll do great there. In Ether Raids, he can only be used in Fire Season. So that's a little bit rough. But how good will he be in Ether Raids defense in Fire Season? I think he'll be pretty strong. He won't have the rocks Hector has, but he naturally has a way to turn off Lyn, because Lyn relies on desperation. And you can bring Miracle, which is what I typically do to beat Hector. But will Lyn be able to even damage this guy? I don't know. So we have 2 layers of flat DR, 1 layer of non-pierceable DR. Then we have another layer of flat DR in the special, or in the B, I'm sorry. And then we have another layer of flat DR in the save. So that's what? 4 layers of flat DR and a layer of non-pierceable damage reduction. And unlike the snakes, right? Who have like, let's say, Sturdy Beast, right? Where it's against one special or one attack, and then you can have twin save to have 2 attacks. This is all from all attacks, right? Reduces damage from attacks. Not first attack, not second attack, not brave attacks, all attacks. You give him Erica Ring, which he comes with in this banner. He comes with Erica on this banner. So you could literally get the Erica Ring with Black Knight. Then what will happen is they'll hit him, he'll Luna them, he'll Eclipse them, and then he'll hit them again. I don't think much is surviving that. Like, even if they have Miracle, right? Like, what is surviving that? When it comes to roles, what roles is Black Knight? Black Knight is a tank support. He has both tanking and supporting. He's also kind of a nuke, but not like a conventional nuke, right? Like he's a nuke in the sense that like he can hit really hard back. Game modes. This unit's 100% showing up in arena. I think this unit's showing up in Summer Duels too. I think this is definitely a Summer Duels unit. The fact that he kind of has an effect that works similar to Breath of Life, right? means that like you no longer need a Breath of Life support on your team if you're running one before. Also, Hathrin is kind of redundant to an extent. Hathrin will still be good with him because she still will give the 10 flat DR, right? But it's less necessary, which is good because it lets you have more options for team building. So that's good. And then Reflex. Reflex is kind of nuts. I'm going to have to test this, obviously, because you have to see how it works. But Reflex could really change a lot of matchups. Because not only is it giving 7 flat DR, but it's giving damage reflection. And that could be really big on a lot of units. Damage reflection is a very, very powerful effect. And so we'll have to see. But I think that alone might give him a place in the SD meta. Like the combination of having Breath of Life 3.5 or whatever, or like 75%, and then like damage reflection, right? And then he himself is just going to be a really powerful save. Currently in Summer Duels, the top saves are Duo Corrin, Rhea obviously is number 1, and then we also have Dedue, and we also have seen Fallen Female Aaliyah, right? Those are the top 4 saves in SD right now. I think Black Knight's definitely going up there with them, right? I think that's just 100% the case. Female Aaliyah giving out the Fell Spirit will probably still keep her pretty relevant. Rhea giving Miracle will probably keep her pretty relevant. Maybe Duo Corrin drops a little bit, I could see. So when it comes to colors, obviously red is on top. We got Black Knight here, who's going to be one of the best saves in the entire game. We have Emblem Erica here, who's one of the best nukes in the entire game. I think she's like easily top 2 or 3 in the game when it comes to nukes, with alongside like Camilla, and then Yunaka's probably like number 3. There's a few other too, but yeah, definitely that. Erica not only gives you that, she gives you the Emblem Ring, which is very, very powerful, and it's going to be very good on Black Knight, so there's that as well. And then we have Nidhogger. Nidhogger has fallen off a little bit, but she still is a very good save, and she's an Astra Mythic that increases your score, so that's going to be pretty good value as well. So red is extremely high value, right? In second place, I think, is Colorless. Colorless, you do get to have Larry, right? Larry, Lathreder, the Tree Man. Lathreder is still a very powerful unit. He's a meta defense mythic, so that's great to have if you don't have a copy of him. You don't necessarily need merges, but there is that. He also comes with Barricade, which is great fodder also, so that's a nice pickup there. And he's a great unit in Summer Duels as well, so very good pickup there. We have Eignithir next. Eignithir is fine. He does boost your score in offense, which is good, and he's a solid unit, but he's not anything like insane nowadays, I would say. He hasn't fallen off, but he really has very few teams where he's like optimal. Pretty much just like duo Marth teams, I would say, is where he excels. So that's like one place you can use him, or just on offense for scoring. But then we have Yunaka, and Yunaka is just great, right? Like Yunaka's probably the best ranged nuke in the entire game. She has really good fodder. She hits like a truck. She's very flexible. There's lots of units you can use her with. She works really well with Legendary Sakura. And she's an aided hero, which means that whenever you pull a Yunaka, you're getting aids, which is great. And it gives you a cat. So that's awesome. I just realized I don't have any florets for Black Knight. Oh my god, I'm so mad. I gave it to Lucina. Deal Lucina. Oh man, that sucks. Anyway, in third place, I'm going to have... I guess third place would be green. So green, you have Hathrin. Hathrin is still a pretty strong defense mythic. She's pretty meta there. She's still decently good in Summer Duels as well. So there's that. You also have Legendary Female Aaliyah, who is goodish. She's not great. She's definitely fallen off, but she's usable in Arena. And then you have Legendary Male Corrin, who's just utter trash, but he's there. He scores, you boost your Arena score, so that's fine. And then last place, I'm going to have blue. Freyr is a meta Anima Mythic. He's pretty much just a meta Mythic, but he really is an older unit. You don't need more than one copy of him. You probably already have one copy of him if you wanted him, right? Same can be said with Veil. Veil is an offensive Mythic, so she helps your scoring in offense, but she's really not what you're looking for in Mythics at the moment. Scowl isn't that great currently, so Veil's like okay, but not great. And lastly, you have Midir. Midir is like a decently strong nuke, and he does have really good fodder, so like it's not bad to pick him up, even just for that fodder, but you're not really looking like for merges of him, right? So not the greatest color there to share, but not terrible. So overall, I would say, you know, red is definitely the color you should be aiming for, and if you end up sniping, I would snipe for red. Maybe doing colorless as your second option, right? That's what I would think. The last thing, I guess, is should you pull, chat? Should you pull? The answer is yes, because it's Black Knight. And if you don't think Black Knight's one of the best characters in Fire Emblem, you're delirious, you're delusional. Black Knight is amazing. You should pull for Black Knight. That's the only answer. You should pull for Black Knight. But more realistically, I think the pros for pulling on this banner, Black Knight is going to be one of the best saves in the game. He's really powerful. He offers unique support we've never seen before, which is really strong. You also have Emblem Erica and Nidhogger, so just amazing red share overall. colors has a decent share as well. You're getting emblem rings from Erica, which is also really valuable. And there's some good fodder on this banner as well. Now, when it comes to cons, there's a lot of cons to not pull, I will say. One thing I will say is that all the other colors, like green and blue, are kind of like, they're not the best. We also have a new Heroes banner coming up. We have 2 Summer banners coming up very soon. Summer banners are usually pretty hype, and they usually have pretty strong units on them as well. So there is a good reason to save for that. Also, Choose Your Legends is like 2 months away. 2.5 months away. So if you are like a big Choose Your Legends fan of any of the winners, you need to save orbs for them as well, because that's going to be 4 sparks. So there's that as well. We also have one other seasonal banner right before Choose Your Legends comes out. It's going to either be Pirates, Thieves, or Hoshido, like Dancer or whatever, right? So there's that as well to save for. So when it comes to overall, should you pull, I think it depends on what you need, right? If you need Emblem Erica, if you don't have Emblem Erica, I think this is a great place to pull because you're going to get the Emblem Ring, which is extremely powerful, while having 2 other units that are extremely good as well, right? So the overall value of red is really, really high. And so if you don't have Erica, pull. If you already have Erica and you don't need a save, I think you can skip here. But I'm going to be real. I think Black Knight's so damn good you should be pulling. But yeah, other than that, I'd love to hear from everybody else, so make sure to drop a comment down below letting me know what you think of Black Knight. I'm sorry if I blew your ears out with all my screaming, but I'm way too excited. And as always, I'd like to thank all my members for their constant support. This has been Oblivion. I'll catch you guys all later. Bye.